Now look at first humanitarian concern with or seeking or promote human welfare. When we talk about humanitarian, we are talking about the concern of seeking human welfare, the welfare of
Okay.
individual organization, the welfare of
Okay.
group, the churches, the welfare of government, and so forth. And so we can continue to go on and on. But before I go further, let's look at who is a peace ambassador, because many times we may not understand the word peace ambassador. Peace ambassador is an official envoy, especially a high-ranking diplomat who represents a state and is usually accredited to another sovereign state or to a country. That we refer to as peace ambassador. So when you are a peace ambassador, which means you are a direct representative of that country to another country where you represent your institution, your organization, or whatever at the international or national level. That's what makes a peace ambassador. And so when we look at the word peace ambassador, it means that we should have a diplomatic skills and relationship to deal with people, group, or organizations. But I'll look at the humanitarian synonym for the word humanitarian. So when we talk about the synonym for the word humanitarian, we are talking about compassion, we are talking about being generous, we are talking about benevolent, we are talking about doing good works, we are talking about welfare, we're talking about charitable. That is a synonym for the word humanitarian. And so what I want to look at is the word humanitarian, a belief in improving people's lives and other organizations. So once you're humanitarian, you are all about looking at social reform, reform policy that will help organizations, reform policy that will help institutions, reform policy that will help humanity, reform policy that will help a government, and so forth. And so when you're a humanitarian, you are a philanthropic, you are a person who believes in gesture, you are a person who's doing good, like the Global Peace Building Network that is making sure that we settle dispute between people, organization, institution. That is a humanitarian role. It's not all about giving money, but about setting up conflict. It's about providing knowledge to people that will be able to mediate or reduce the issue of our conflict in various country or institution. And so that's what make us we are playing a key role in conflict resolution and peace building process. But I want to look at the four major principles of humanitarian, four major principles. And number one principle have to do with humanity. So when we talk about humanitarian role, the first principle have to do with humanity. So our role is we have to look at humankind, the welfare of human, to see about them in terms of food, in terms of ration, in terms of disaster, in terms of other activities like earthquake or natural disaster that occur in the life of people. We got to make sure we help them. Like, for example, the war that is happening in Ukraine and Russia, people are homeless, people are dying. Those institutions, those individual organizations that are providing food, that are providing shelter for them, they are playing humanitarian role. And that's what make them the ambassador playing humanitarian role in conflict or resolution process. The second aspect of looking at the issue of impartiality, we should be able to help people based on not based on ethnic group, not based on tribal line, not based on educational status, not based on friendship, but we help them based on the humanitarian role as we will do as individual or peace ambassadors. So we talk about impartiality. The third aspect have to do with neutrality. One of the third principles that have to do with humanitarian aspect is neutrality. We should be neutral because once you are a neutral person in terms of a humanitarian role in peace building, it means that you do not take side. When you are doing good, you help. Despite people are from this country or people are of that country, we are doing good. We do good to every one of them, as long as they are human on the face of the earth. So we play neutrality role. Another aspect have to do. The last one have to do with independency. As a peace ambassador and looking at the humanitarian role in peace building and conflict resolution, you should make sure that people should have independence. When they are independent, meaning they are self-sufficient, they can do things on their own. They are not liability on people. Now, looking at society that we find ourselves today, we have society where people are homeless, people are jobless, people are destitute, people are wayward. So our role to ensure that those benefits that they need, that they should be able to have it so that they can be able to benefit others. And so now look at another issue that I talked about. A humanitarian is a person who expresses a concern for others while promoting human welfare. So most of the time, humanitarian provide a concern. There should be a deep concern. You should be passionate about people. You should be passionate about group. You should be passionate about the welfare of people. Whether people are sustaining themselves, whether people are getting the better, adequate drugs, whether there are hospital provided in the country, whether there are good schools provided for better education. And you also look at the sustainable goal for peace and humanitarian role into our conflict resolution. That is very important. We see the United Nations, they are playing a key role in peace building because where there is war, they send peacekeeping missions people to go and solve a conflict resolution process. They also look at countries who are very tyrant, countries who are suffering the people. They look at also too, if you cannot listen to them, they place sanction on you, and that sanction placed on you to make sure that you come to yourself so that you can be able to listen and do what the people want you to do. So we have key role we are playing as peace ambassador, humanitarian role in conflict resolution. And one of the things we can also do in conflict resolution as a humanitarian, we can also provide other activities to schools, like to charity organization, providing shelter. Like for example, what happened during the Ebola period, the Ebola and the Corona time, we saw a lot of humanitarian institutions that were helping people because at that particular time, people were jobless, they didn't have job at the time, and because of that, they were suffering. And so humanitarian institution came about to help people that will make sure that these things are done in a proper perspective. So like what the Global Peace Building Network is doing globally, like we have representation in most of the countries, helping them to make sure that we preach messages. And we may not give them money, but for the fact that we are preaching messages that will help them to stop violence, we are also part of the humanitarian process. Thank you so much. And so I'll be looking at things that I want to share with us today that will help us a lot in terms of peace building. We have to look at our religious aspect because religious tolerance is one of the key things we have to play in humanitarian role, helping churches, helping religious grouping in terms of giving a humanitarian aid, helping churches, helping the mosques, helping schools, helping philanthropic organizations, so that they can be able to have a relief. As we all know that we are in a world that is full of trouble, and the best thing we can do as a humanitarian is to help many others that are in need now to be able to get on the right path in terms of what the Global Peace Building Network is doing. And so I'm saying in this nutshell that we have to help a lot of people, and that's why we are doing, even our school that we are running, we are helping children. Like for example, like the school that I'm running, I'm helping children free of charge. It's mandatory assistance we are giving to children, no school fees. We are providing that scholarship program for them. Parents who are homeless, parents who are jobless, parents who cannot afford, parents who are incapacitated financially. We are providing education for them so that the children can go to school. And we're providing book bags. We are providing book bag, e-pens, and other activities that will help students. So we are also playing humanitarian role. We are playing humanitarian role in government setting the issue of political unrest. Whenever we have political unrest in the country, when the country is in disarray, we also provide the issue of peace education. We provide the issue of humanitarian assistance to political leaders and actors so that can help them in terms of building conflict resolution and peace building process in the humanitarian process. Thank you so much at this time.
Evelyn?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So brief, yet so deep. In fact, thank you, Dr. Timothy. We are so happy to hear that. In fact, that was really great. The kind of knowledge you have given us on humanitarian roles and who we are as peace ambassadors, bringing help to the society, and not just physical, but really spiritual also. Thank you very much. I'm sure we have Rosalind, we have, okay, so I'm joining just now. All right, Rosalind, is there any question? There questions?
Yes, Ambassador Timothy, it's so good to hear from you. It's so good that you are practicing what you are teaching us. And what I get from your presentation is that Peace Ambassador is the diplomat from his country, and also for the continent and for the world. So we need to how to say to lobby to United Nations that every peace ambassador have diplomatic passport to go in every country with diplomatic passport. Yes, let's work
That
on
would be
it.
great.
Yes. Anyhow, Evelyn, do you have other? We are planning for the 6th of December. We are planning this awarding ceremony across the continents, across the countries. So let we get the most. We know that Ambassador Marcel and Ambassador Timothy and others are organize the events. Also, Evelyn is doing the how to say, the awarding ceremony of her school, online school, what she was doing these 3 weeks. So yeah, he's so happy that is going good and driving good. Also, as a peace ambassadors, we set up already the system. We will do every week this kind of intensive training every week, so we could share with ambassadors, like everyone could came and speak there about this, to do it really great, most powerful training intensive. And also every Friday we will as Ambassador Timothy is doing, we will try globally to invite many peace ambassadors to their events, so everybody to came with their events, and we could accelerate God's work, accelerate peace work, not just one per month, but every week, to have awarding ceremonies and driving this peace ambassador movement. So it's very good to cooperate together, and you see, in just in 3 weeks we get many ideas how to move peace movement, and this is just because of you, because God inspired you and came many ideas, and let it implement it together, because only together we could do peace. Yeah, Evelyn.
That's right, sir. Thank you very much. That's true. On the 6th, we are going to be attending online. For those who are not going to be there, we'll be attending online from wherever we are, and then we will also be awarding certificates to those who have participated in this program, who have participated and who are not passive, because we have people who come after a week before you see them. So we'll be certifying people by Friday. So we are asking them to identify yourself. If you need a certificate, you want to be certified, please you inbox us so that by Friday we hand your certificates to you. It's very important. So, Mercy, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Rosalind, you're welcome also. Just want to put a question to you people. So far, you've been in the training for 3 weeks now. We want to know what it is that you have picked, that you think you are going to be running out there with into the world to see how to bring peace. Which aspects, which target population, what is it that you want to pick, you want to do out there in order to bring peace in the society? We want to hear from you.
This is me, CEO, Ambassador and Dr. Timothy.
Yeah.
Thank you, and everyone. God bless you all.
Thank you.
I appreciate you all and God for this type of platform. I'm grateful that I'm able to be a part. I never heard anything about peace ambassadorship or whatever until I came across it on a Facebook page. And so far, I think I'm enjoying everything about it. And like I said, I have different platforms through which I can preach the gospel of peace and extend the peace message as the mandate for Dr. Nicolae, as from him. Yes, so I'm a youth worker in my church. I have many youths under me. Also, I have women platform. I have children platform where I minister to them weekly. So after my award, by the grace of God, I'm believing that I will be able to reach this category of people in different dimensions. And I think I'll start with the youth because I'm speaking from Nigeria. Presently, we know the violence that is going on in the world, much more in our country, in our campuses, in the secondary schools. So many things are going wrong. And as a mother, as a youth worker, as a Christian, and so many things I've been praying to God about because I don't feel okay with them. So if there's a way I can come in to preach the message of peace and to extend the network, I think it is the right time to do that. So God helping me, I have many of them around me. and far away that I relate with online. So after the award, anytime from January, first week in January, I'm going to create a group, invite them, and organize this type of seminar where I will invite every one of us here. And I believe God that God will help me. Thereafter, I will know which other segment of people to connect. Thank you very much. Dr. Noah, I enjoy your lectures. Anytime you come up, I enjoy it. I think we should not stop. They are always precise, deep, loaded. Don't breathe is usually loaded. God bless you, sir. Thank you for the good work. See you. Thank you very much. I used to like the way you laugh. When you laugh, I must laugh. Thank you. Ambassador
Thank
Evelyn,
you.
thank you for calling us to this platform. God bless you. All right, for now.
Thank you so much, Rosalind. Thank you. We are happy that you're able to get to pick out something to do from all the teachings that you have gotten from this platform. We'll be happy to see your work after this, because awarding you is creating a network already of ambassadors. All together, we shall be working together. As you go out, let's also award others. It will really create a good network of youth and youth ambassadors. Thank you very much.
Yeah, also,
Thank you.
about our trainings. Thank you very much, Rosalind, to remind us. We have the peace curriculum to educate leaders and all the what educate leaders and all all in needs of education. Peace ambassador really curriculum for the and is very important that we are doing every day 1 hour greatest intensive of the training, so that this training could really empower you. So there is coming many peace students also, but also peace ambassadors who like Dr. Timothy, who is sharing their knowledge. And as you see, Dr. Timothy Johnson came. He shared his knowledge and his experience. So this is the most important. You say that you have many platform, but we try to do the most powerful. So we have this peace ambassador education is a human development study, and this is touching everything, and science and religion, how to make a real substantial education for youth, to empower them to be the peace leaders, also to create strong families, and be entrepreneurship, to make entrepreneurship. So this is our curriculum, and every day we share with the ambassadors how you could award it. As you share our experience, you see that Ambassador Johnson, he is awarding his people there and VIPs every Friday. So he have great experience. We could share with each other how to do it, and we will learn from each other, like in PhD. Okay, and this is just the beginning of the training. It is 1 year education, so just came every night, and every night will be different presentation, different sharing, different part of this bigger peace building initiative. Thank you. Yeah, Evelyn.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Nick. Thank you. Thank you. So we want to hear from Mercy. Mercy, we want to hear from you what you're going to be doing, what you want to do. Go ahead,
Good
please.
evening, everyone.
Welcome, Mercy.
Thank you. Okay, I want to say thank you for this platform that has come to enrich me with how to be a peacemaker in my community. As for me, I have like 4 or 5 platforms, because one, I have a post in my ministry. That means with the Women's Work Helper. I'm a WWH, so I go to most of the community to visit the women in the grassroots. I have like 34 congregations that I visit in a month. So this will help me to begin to talk with them right there. I know that peace begins with the mothers at home. When they can know how to handle such situation, they will transfer it to their children, and which will go a great route all to the community. In my presbytery, I have a very big position, so I will begin with it from church, that's my congregation, and the community at large. Coming to my career, I deal much with adolescents, adolescent girls, because I'm a health personnel, a midwife, and a public health expert. So I'm planning to be reach out to the youth, especially the adolescent girls, to begin let them know how to handle the anger situation in case they can to bring peace in their community. This will go a long way to also enrich them in the school, so they can share with their classmates. That's all
Wow.
I for now.
Wow. That's great. That's a great network you have there that you can use to do a lot, just a lot. Yeah. I'm happy to hear that. Please, especially the women, we need to raise a lot of women in the peace concepts because they are the foundation. And the foundation is the home. It's from the home that peace can emanate to the society and to the world at large. So it's very important. I'm free. Should in case you need me, we
Okay,
are all together. Yeah, should in case you need me, please don't hesitate. You have a program, you can organize, you let me come, there's no problem. I'm happy
okay.
to do that for you. Okay, thank you very much.
Ambassador, Ambassador Evelyn,
Yeah.
please, I want to suggest that, we have been using Google Meet. I want to
Mm-hmm.
suggest that those of us that have been meeting should post our contacts on the WhatsApp group so that at least we can have access to each other.
That's very,
Are you
very
listening?
true because we have people who have been on this platform. I don't have access to them. Like,
Okay.
seriously.
So
I
let's
asked the
post it
other
to the WhatsApp group. All
I
right.
asked the other time that they should get to me to even like register. When you register, at least I have your contact. I have, but they keep coming and going. And right now we have to certify them, but I can't get to them. So before Thursday, we will get in touch with them.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Nick. Do you have anything?
Merci, and Rosalind, please contact me, and I will send you materials about you said about youth education and other. And okay, so Ambassador Johnson, please speak.
All right, sir.
All right. I was expecting questions. Maybe you have questions on the issue of ambassadorial role in maintaining role in peace and conflict building. I hope you have questions to ask me so that I can provide for challenges in terms of humanitarian role. So the first thing to look at global issues and challenges. We have to look at and a water shortage is provided to people within a country, and there will be a stable peace. When there's no, there will not be a stable peace. So it's very important issue of water because we need water every day to use, to take bath, to be able to do our productions. And we need food to be able to eat. We also look at the issue of malnutrition. There are people who are malnourished, who are sick in the body, and they need food. They need good pills, need good treatment that will be able to help them. We also look at the issue of environmental disaster. Also, too, we saw what happened in a rural country like the earthquake, like sometimes occur, that are natural in terms of fire disaster outbreak, how to be able to address such issues, how to be able to help them. We need prevention measures that will be able to employ to make sure that people in the rural homes and rural respected area use a fire extinguisher, because if we use fire extinguisher, we'll be able to curtail the kind of outbreak that will occur, even in terms of the issue of building houses. Sometimes we build houses, we got to need the kind of land refund of people that will help us to know exactly the kind of building that we are putting down so as to avoid the issue of collapse in terms of emergency situation. We look at the issue of political unrest, and political unrest is very important because every country sometimes may have political unrest when people are dissatisfied with issues in their country. Sometimes they go on a protest, they go on a riot, and so therefore we as a humanitarian will be able to set up a dialogue to be able to have a mediation between our government and stakeholders and political parties or political actors or actresses that will be able to settle the dispute between them. We'll look at the issue of healthcare and emergency, because healthcare is one of the important issues. We talk about humanitarian role and in terms of peace building and conflict resolution. Look at the healthcare system. When we have a good healthcare system, we'll be able to have people who will be able to be treated, and we don't have people going out of that country going to another country, especially where there's no emergency situation that occur. People that are sick that or are going through some treatment, they'll be able to be in a country and be able to go through some treatment. But when the healthcare system is damaged, it means that they will have to flee out of the country, and or no humanitarian aid to help them to go out of the country for treatment. It will also cause the issue of proliferation of debris. So these are things we want to look at. And so we play a key role as a peace ambassador. Now, as a peace ambassador, understand you are a diplomat. And who is a diplomat? A diplomat is a person who has a level of skills, who represent a country in another country, a person who have that passion, a person who believes in sharing ideas with other person. And so once you are a diplomat, you got to make sure that you have these skills. You might have a leadership skill. One of the things we need to have as a peace ambassador to handle a conflict or emergency situation that will occur also. You need to have that skill. You also need to have a cultural awareness, a cultural understanding of background of people that you're dealing with, because if you don't understand the cultural awareness, a cultural background, how will you be able to settle dispute between other people? And so as a humanitarian person, you need to have all of these skills that you'll be able to deal with people. You also need to have the skills of anger management, how to be able to reduce your anger, because anger management is a cause by itself. There are many people who know how to deal with the issue of anger. So that a level of anger management, how to have restraint, how to have self-control, how to deal with people. Because you will deal with people who sometimes you may be doing the right thing as a humanitarian, and they may say that you are partial. They will say all kind of things about you, but you'll be able to have the anger management to control your emotion, the feeling, that you will not say things against them, or you will not say things that will be able to cause the public to go against you. So these are things that are very important. And I also want to look at it in terms of awarding people as a peace ambassador. We need to give them the proper training and the skill that will be able to learn all of the fundamental aspects that will help them a lot in terms of peace building. So if you have any questions or reservations concerning what I talk about on the issue of peace ambassadors and conflict resolution in terms of humanitarian role and impact, you can ask me questions. I'm open. I'm willing to share my materials, my lecture material, my series review. I have a book that I've written called Conflict Resolution and Management Manual. I have a lot of books I've been reading, 4 different books. I can also share that with you. So if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, you can a book you can have it in PDF for the document format. You can also read it. It can be of great help to you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Johnson. Thank you very much for that. I think those books will really help us, especially as they're going into the world as peace ambassadors. It's going to really be of help to be able to manage, to be able to know all the skills as a diplomat, not to be impartial and not to be partial, for you to be able to bring peace instead of bringing causing another situation again when you go out there to make peace. It's very important that we have all these diplomatic skills in us. Communication is very important. You know how to communicate. I think that will be very good. Thank you very much. We'll be happy if you can share some of those books with us to help everyone presently. All right, thank you very much. Please, is there other questions that you want to ask to the doctor? Any questions? Is ready there to answer them.
I don't have question, but I like very much this idea about Bishop Ambassador Johnson. He is, our ambassadors in Kenya. They already, they have this summer so-called Z revolution, that because prime minister he's tried to raise taxes to make his salary bigger. So the youth was not happy about. So they have this revolution, and actually some of our ambassadors was in this negotiation where, because usually when they have this kind of strikes, historically they invite ambassadors, peace ambassadors, and also religious leaders there, so they negotiate together and discuss together. So this is what Ambassador Johnson said is really true, that is really working mechanisms how the society need to work. They don't need to, how to say, to wait for the revolution that peace ambassadors will make peace. The government supposed to invite our peace ambassadors and make peace there, like model peace community. And Mercy, is so good that you already started building this model peace community. So wherever when you go in this community, word with our peace ambassadors, just take our certificate, print it, and go there, award local leaders and all of these school principals and others, and NGO leaders, religious leaders, media leaders, and especially businessmen. Let them make a club together, organization together, this network together, and you could lead them there in every community to build model peace community and be diplomats, as Ambassador Johnson said. This is great. It is already mechanism that is working. It's not just theory that I try to say. That what is speaking Ambassador Johnson is a real substantial building peace kingdom. Yeah, thank you very much, Ambassador Johnson. Very good. Evelyn.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you for everyone. Thank you everyone for coming. I'm grateful and I'm happy that we have learned new things today. That keeps enriching us every day. Um, I think tomorrow is the fourth. Tomorrow is the fourth, and that was supposed to be Ambassador Dr. Somba, that he spoke on that topic already. So I am sure that I might be coming in with mm, conflict. Might be coming in. I will share the topic. I'll share the topic either effective leadership and integrity building for peace or diplomatic proceedings in conflict resolution. Any of those topics tomorrow, I will be coming in with them. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming. This is where we call it short for the day. Thank you for having you. Bye-bye. Thank you,
Before,
Dr. Wilson.
before you go, let me make a recommendation
Yes.
quickly. All right. Thank you so much for time that we are very grateful to be part of this great platform. One of the things I also want to recommend also too, the summer sale is coming. That is the investor ceremony in Nigeria wherein we'll be giving VIP ambassadorial awards, certificates, honorary doctorate, and whatever. And so those who are interested also too to form part of that program, you can also contact us so that we can be able to provide necessary information. And my last suggestion is on after the program completion, all of those who have facilitated the program, the facilitator need a certificate for facilitation. So you need to
Okay.
give the lecturer, the presenter a certificate too for the facilitation of the program.
Wow.
For the facilitation of the lecturer, please.
Thank you very much. That's really very important. That's a motivation that really needs to be there. Thank you very much for that. That I think Dr. Nick is taking that. We are taking it into. We have heard. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Goodbye. Good night,
So much.
everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Ambassador Johnson. This is our goal. We are those, we will do every week trainings, and every weekend will be the ambassador awarding at the end of the training one. And once per month we have this Peace Ambassador Summit, and also. This will be like year around. So in 1 year, those ambassadors who will award 430 peace ambassadors, they will receive PhD from Global Peace Building Network. So you could do it very quickly, even more quickly than 1 year. Award 430 peace ambassadors and and receive the PhD from us. Good.
Okay. All right. So thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Good night. Va bene. Bonsoir.
Bye, good night. See you, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Subscribe the channel and share this message to billions.